Hey, I'm Mark. It's late in the day. I just wanted to finish up this video. I'm putting a forefront to it. And before we get started, I want you to know I'm going to spoil the whole video right here. It has some features that I really like. If you want to see me putting it in, continue watching the video and you'll see me putting it in and programming it and all of that. So I'm glad you came along, and we'll see you. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye bye. Hi everybody. My name's Mark. I'm not bringing you a how-to video. I am just bringing you a video. I'm going to take you along with me on the ride, but this is not for a how-to because I'm no professional. All right. But what I have here is my chicken tractor, and I had some doors set up on the other end of it, and it was set up so they could roost in there, and I had a chicken door on that as well, and then this was their run area. Well, I'm going to change all that. I've got a new nest box, and I'm going to put the roosting bars on one side, the feed and water on the other side, and then in the back will be the nesting boxes. So what I want to do is get this door automated. So I moved that section out here to where I have a door now, and that door will be sandwiched together by two pieces of wood that will hold it together because I can't screw right onto the metal, and then I can screw into the face of this wood with a chicken door. And what I have chosen to use is a Chickcozy door. It comes in a couple of different colors. This one's tan, also comes in a green. But these doors, rather than like the ones that go up and down, these go side to side. And I wasn't sure I would like that so well, but I do like a lot of the features that are on this, and we will go over some of the features. But for right now, I'm going to get this mounted, and then we'll go over some of the features that are on it. All right? See you in just a jiffy. Okay, so now I got this mounted in there, and I just want to say that if you put in screws like I'm doing here, as long as it's on the outside of the door, it doesn't make a difference, but I countersink the screws anyways. You know, my hat's off to all you YouTubers out there that are recording this stuff, because it's a job. Making sure you got your cameras right, making sure you have everything in place, making sure you got batteries. I don't know, 900 million things can go wrong. You forget your line if you got it scripted out, which I don't. But anyways, this Chickcozy, it comes with all the hardware that you need. It comes with a manual that explains how to mount this up so that everything works well. The mounting screws are here, and you have to make sure that they're in all the way so that they're countersunk, because the door slides past that. So you just want to make sure that that's done. I'm going to go ahead and mount this thing on here, and we will go from there. And therein lies why I don't do how-to videos, because for one, I'm not that great at how-to, and for number two, I'm not a good explainer. Okay, we want to make sure that this is in the center, and I am fairly certain that we can just move this open like so, and that's how it goes open in the first place. I had to take the door off in order to make this work right. You may not have to. But I do want to say one thing. It's important that this is flat. If you're mounting it on a door like this, when you go to mount it, get a straight edge and put on it both directions. Make sure it's flat, because the screws you have to put in here oh, on the door have to be countersunk. They have to be all the way in. So if you're pushing pressure on that and there's a warp in it or something like that, it's not going to help the door work in any way. So I'm going to put this back on. And there we go. So all that's left is to put the batteries in. Now, the features that this Cozy, the Chickcozy, has is, for one, it has 4 AA batteries. A lot of them only have 2, so that's a plus for one. It's got this rubber gasket over it to keep the batteries from getting wet. But here's the battery pack that goes in here, and you put the 4 AA's in there, and I have those over there actually, and I have to go get them. So might as well do that now. So anyways, we put these in here, and it'll go through a calibration first of all. And you don't want to mess with it while it's doing its calibrating. So we'll just shut that right now. Put the batteries in. And when you want to use the screen for any programming, you can hit any button and it'll wake it up. And then you can do your programming if you want to. Some of the programs that you can do, some of the features that you can do, you can hit the button and it'll open it. Your open button, your OK, and just push it in and hold it, it will go into it. If you push it in and hold it for a long period of time, it's going to end up going into your modes. And the different modes that it has is you can use a timer. So you have to set the time and then tell it what time you want it to open and close. That's one of the features. You can also set it to manual, and then you have to actually hit the button in order for it to open close, or the factory default will be the sunlight. And you can set the sunlight intensity so that it takes more light or less light to trigger the opening and closing. And we'll just open this up right now. And, all right, now it's calibrating. It'll open and close a few times. You don't want to mess with it while it's opening and closing because you want that calibration to be correct. And what it's doing is it's setting itself on where open and closed is. It's hitting the limit switches that are internal. You never see them, but it's making sure that all that stuff is set up properly. That's the first thing you want to do, and you have to hold the button and it says calibrating in, and it says how many seconds before it calibrates. Alright, so now if we want to close it, we can hold the button here, and now it'll close. If I want to open it again, I push on it and it says open in 3, 2, 1, and now it opens. Now I want to show you the safety feature. If something gets in the way while it's trying to close, it'll just open right back up. And you can see that I got my hand like this, and it'll try for a few times before it'll actually stop trying to close, but I think it's 4 times it tries. But anyways, now it's closed and it's happy with that. If the calibration was off, then it may not know where closed is, and it may stop otherwise. I just wanted it open anyways. So anyways, now they can use this door. It's already factory set so that it'll work by the light. So I don't even have to come out here tonight. It'll automatically close up after 20 minutes after sun goes down, and we're all going to be happy. So anyways, that's an install of one of these doors, and I'm probably going to do a little bit of a follow-up on this and let you know just how it operates. I'll come out here and make sure it's working properly, and I'll let you know how it works. I'm really happy with it so far. All I've done is played with it. I installed it. I saw the directions, which are easy to follow. So glad you could come along, and I'll see you in a short. We will let you know after a few days of working with this and seeing how it runs, and I will tell you what I find. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you later. That's kind of what I was looking for. They can get out here, get a little bit of exercise, stretch their feet, because they're ready to get out before the door opens up, really. They can get to water and food and everything. Um, the door's closed. I suppose it'll be opening shortly. It's a pretty morning. I guess being out here isn't a bad thing. I would imagine that door is going to open pretty soon. Starting to get plenty light out here. I've got this fence all situated so that I can close them out here in the fenced in area so I can move this tractor this morning. For the sake of science, we'll figure out how this door is going to work. On my little chickshaw over here, I've got a mama hen in there. And of course it's facing east where the sun comes up, but that door already opened up. But that's one of my old doors, and it's facing the sun, so it would open up sooner. But I may adjust the light on this one because I have that option of adjusting the light intensity that causes it to trigger. Now with the old ones, they didn't have that option. So that's a really nice feature on this Chickcozy. I can go in there and say, well, I want it to close later or earlier, and I can just adjust the light intensity that triggers it. Here's the Chickcozy door, a little emblem there. You can wake it up by hitting any one of these buttons. It wakes up, it goes into a sleep mode. So then you can arrow down. Oh, the battery life, that's a great feature too. It shows you how much battery you have left. But its modes are, and we'll just get into it so you can see, our light, and then it works on light. If you go to manual, then you have to punch the button each time you want it to open and close. And then there's the time. You have to set the time, and then you have to tell it what time you want it to open and what time you want it to close, and it keeps the clock internally. Push this button and it updates it whatever mode you happen to want it in. But then you can change the light. It says the light now is 100. So that's a great feature too, because it tells you what the light is right now. So you can have it open at wherever you want it. You hold this button, it starts flickering, and then you can bring it down to wherever you want it. And when you get it where you want it, it updates. Then you can go to closing, and you can update that if you want to change it to whatever number you want it, and what happens is it's got a delay of 20 minutes. Doesn't matter. You can set it to open delay, and what it is, it's 20 minutes minimum, so you can change this to be longer than 20 minutes if you want to. It will delay longer, but it's going to delay for sure for 20 minutes. Um, sorry. And then you can do the same thing with the closing, open delay and closing delay. And then you can factory reset it if you want to. Just hit the button. Are you sure? And no or yes, whichever you prefer, and that's it. All right, we're going to just say no, and it won't factory reset. So that's programming it. All right, so I just wanted to let you know how to do that. Hey, it's me again, and I guess I'm just going to spoil it right now. I'm really happy with the Chickcozy automated chicken door opener. It has some features that I really, really like, which is adjusting the light sensitivity, so I know just when it's going to open up and I know just when it's going to close. And to me, that's worth a lot. With the light sensitivity, I can come out here and say, I think it should be open now. And if it's not open, I can look at it and it tells me exactly what the light sensor is reading. And so I can set it for that exact number and it will open right up. The same way when it closes. If I come out here and I think that it should be closed by now, I can check the light sensitivity and I can set it to what it's already reading. It's super easy to install. It has worked flawless for me so far. I've only been using it about a week to 10 days though. I will have to say that. But it has worked flawless for me. I can stick my hand in it if it's closing and it doesn't pinch me at all. I mean, not at all. So I know beyond any shadow of a doubt that no chicken's going to get squashed in it. It's never failed to open up. To me, that means a lot. It is flawless as far as I'm concerned. The only, I guess if I was going to nitpick about a flaw, it's made out of plastic. I don't know if the gears are plastic or not, but that would be the only downfall to this door. If it was made out of maybe aluminum or something, a light sheet metal, I would be much happier. It takes the guesswork out of it and I can set it to exactly what I want. And with most doors you cannot. It is what it is. So I I think that I'm going to just stick with Chickcozy. That's what I'm going to do.